motivate these young men, then I knew that we were going to put a team on the court that was going to be successful. My biggest thing was to get them to buy into the fact that I knew what I was talking about. And that was the hardest thing. And I think that was my biggest challenge with this group, is because, you know, I really believe that it was a mind struggle for them to comprehend the fact that I was getting ready to teach them the game of basketball. And I think once we left that Kennedale tournament and really got into district play, they really started understanding what we were doing, and they bought into our program, and they bought into our practices, they bought into why we ran, and the reason why we did this, and the reason why we did that. And I honestly, truly believe that that is the reason why we became successful and we became district champions. I'm really excited about what these young men are going to do next year. My goal is to what? What are we going to do, House? We're going to win district. There's one thing that this group knows about me, and hey, my principal's here. It's not all about winning, it's about fun. Thanks, House. You have a room for me? No, you don't even get it. Get it over your head. Kevin's always good at reminding me what I was going to say. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Kevin. The one thing that they'll always tell you, and especially from the get-go, I mean, we went out there, some teams we played, we beat them by 30, 40, 50 points. You know, we have games where we only beat them by 3 or 4 points, or we'd be close, and then we'd win, you know, and they'd always, you know, especially in the beginning, they would always get excited, and they'd always be like, yeah, you know, and I'm like, guys, you act like you won a game before. You know, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to walk out here and we are supposed to win. That is what we are supposed to do when we walk out here. So when we do it, it shouldn't be a surprise to you. And the one thing that this group realized is that, House, am I ever satisfied? Never. Every time, even if we win the game, you know, they'd be like, man, Coach ain't never satisfied. And so finally, when we came to district, and after we won the district championship, Mr. House decided he was going to ask me a question. What did you ask me, House? He asked me if I was satisfied now, and I said yes, I was, because that was what we came to do, and that was the goal that we set out to do. But without me keep talking, because some people say I'm long-winded. What I tell them is I'm not long-winded, I'm passionate. I'm passionate about these kids, and I'm passionate about what I do. So I'm going to move on to our MVP for basketball, 7th grade A team. It goes out to a young man that was one of the main ones that I really had to get to understand that my concept works, and if you're going to do it right, you're going to do it my way. And he always got out there and he always busted his rump, and he fought and he fought and he fought me tooth to nail. There were times that I had to tell him things and he wouldn't want to listen to me. There were times that he would want to work hard and other days he didn't want to. And when it came time to game time, though, this young man was always ready to take the challenge, and he was going to do everything he could in his power to make sure we had an opportunity to win the basketball game. And this year's 7th grade basketball MVP goes to a young man by the name of Christian Barraza. All the 7th grade athletes come back up here real quick. All the 7th grade athletes. We're going to do track, and then we're going to do the overall and the Roman Front Award. And I'm going to try to hurry. Everybody track right now. Yeah, why not? Everybody's over here. All right, we're gonna go into track real quick. Hey, sit down, guys. I'm short. You're tall. I'm short. Thank you. Track. We went out there and we participated in the track, and with us being the smallest school in this district alone, we're also facing against Richardson schools that are a lot bigger than we are in many cases, number-wise, and in some cases size-wise. So we have to do the best we can to put kids out there that we know are going to be successful, and they're going to give us an opportunity to win. This young man that we're going to give the track award to came to us from another school. This young man, the day that he showed up, he was always ready to work. He always walked in and asked if we're going to practice. Every time he got out there, he ran and he ran and he ran, and you couldn't get this kid to stop running. He showed up every day. Anything you asked this young man to do, he jumped on it and he did it. And we were really excited to have this young man on our track program, and I really believe he was one of the stepping stones to get us to where we were in track. The track award for this year, 2009-2010, goes to Mr. Gio. We're going to do our Bronco Pride Award first for 7th grade. This award, like the girls coach has said before, is an award that goes to somebody who gets it done in the classroom, who is always there to work and work hard, shows up, yes sir, no problem, jumps on it, makes sure that he takes care of his business no matter what you ask him to do. We have a young man, and we have quite a few of them, and we went back and forth as coaches and really tried to come up with the best possible person that we could give this award to. This young man is I mean, he's a great kid. He's a hard worker. I mean, an extra hard worker. Even when there were times where, you know, people would think that this kid wasn't as good as what he thought he was, just his heart and his demeanor when he stepped out on the field and on the court, and no matter what he did in the weight room, he's a leader, and I know he's going to do great things for this program and in the future. Our Bronco Pride Award goes to Mr. Grant LaSalle. MVP award. Again, it's a situation where it's hard to just pick certain kids to get awards. So for this award, we ended up doing a co-MVP because we had a couple of guys that were just, you know, always on it, you know, and did what they could and really made our program a much better program. The first young man that I'm going to talk about is a young man that could have gotten a Bronco Pride Award. He could have got some other awards, and he's a great athlete with a great character. He's a leader. He controls things on the football field. He controls things on the basketball court. He's a good kid in class. He's a leader in off-season. This young man is going to be special, and I look forward to him coming back next year and being a part of our program and what he's going to do in the future. The first co-MVP is going to go to Mr. Rocket Ishmael. Our other co-MVP award goes to a young man who is going to be very, very special in the future once he figures out his potential. It's really hard to get this kid, this athlete, to understand what he has without him understanding it himself. And as a coach, that's a very frustrating concept to understand, is because I see it and so many other people see it, and I can't understand why you can't see it. And it's something that we're going to work on, and we continue to work on. This young man is a great kid. He's a very special individual to this program, and we're blessed to have him, and it's a pleasure for me to work with him on a daily basis. And we're really looking forward to what this young man is going to do, and I can't wait to see it once he finally unleashes it and realizes what he has. Our co-MVP goes to Mr. Kevin Watt.